It starts with a feeling. A slow, creeping dread in the pit of your stomach. You check your phone for the 10th time. The last message you sent sits there, stark and blue. Delivered. Read. But there's no dancing ellipsis, no reply. Hours turn into a day. A day turns into a weekend. The silence is no longer just an absence of words, it's a statement. You've been ghosted. Vanished on. It's a uniquely modern form of cruelty, leaving you in a void of unanswered questions. Did I say something wrong? Was the last date not as good as I thought? Are they okay? You replay every interaction, searching for a clue that wasn't there. Psychologically, this ambiguity is torture. A direct rejection, while painful, offers closure. It's a closed door. Ghosting, however, is a door left slightly ajar, with no one on the other side. Your brain, wired to seek answers, is left to run on an endless loop of self-blame. But what if the reason they disappeared has almost nothing to do with you? To understand the ghoster, we need to look deeper than modern dating etiquette. We need to look at the blueprint of how we form bonds. This is called attachment theory, first developed by psychologist John Bowlby. In short, our earliest relationships with caregivers create a template for how we approach intimacy in adulthood. Most people fall into categories like secure, anxious, or the one we're focusing on today, avoidant. For someone with an avoidant attachment style, emotional closeness doesn't feel safe, it feels threatening. People with this style learned early on that relying on others leads to disappointment or intrusion. So they built a fortress of self-reliance. They are masters of independence. On the surface, they seem strong, confident, and low maintenance. They're often charming and fun, as long as things stay casual. But the moment a relationship starts to deepen, the moment genuine intimacy is on the table, an alarm bell goes off in their head. The fortress is under siege. Your bids for connection, asking, "What are we?" making future plans, sharing a vulnerable secret, feel like threats to their freedom. This triggers what psychologists call deactivating strategies. It's a subconscious defense mechanism. They'll start finding fault with you. That cute quirk you have. Suddenly, it's annoying. They'll focus on small imperfections to create emotional distance. They'll romanticize their ex, or the idea of being single. It's a mental escape hatch. And when that's not enough to cool things down, they use the ultimate deactivation strategy, ghosting. It's not a calculated, malicious plan. It's a panic response. A flight instinct. For them, a difficult conversation about their feelings is more terrifying than the fallout of their disappearance. So, what's the cowardly part? It's the rationalization they build for themselves. They'll often tell themselves that disappearing is actually the kinder option. They think, having a breakup conversation would just hurt them more. It's better this way. But this isn't kindness. It's conflict avoidance, plain and simple. It's an inability to take responsibility for their own feelings and to respect the other person enough to give them closure. They aren't protecting you, they are protecting themselves from feeling uncomfortable for 5 minutes. So, if you've been ghosted, hear this: their silence isn't a reflection of your worth. It's a billboard advertising their emotional limitations. It's a signpost for their fear of intimacy. You weren't too much or not enough. You were just getting too close, and you triggered their flight response. Healing begins with accepting this. You can't fix their deep-seated patterns. But you can recognize them. In a way, they've given you a gift, the gift of clarity. Their silence is the loudest "no" you could ever receive. It tells you everything you need to know about their capacity for a healthy relationship. So take a deep breath. Delete the number. Archive the chat. Reclaim your energy from the black hole of their silence and invest it back into yourself. Because someone who is truly available for connection won't see your heart as a fortress to flee from, but as a home to come back to.